What up, you lab rats? This is episode number 67, and today we're talking about vlogging every day in April, aka VEDA. Stay tuned. Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Lab Rat Daily Show, the in-between show of the main show on the Get in the Lab podcast with Kevin and I talking about building a business together. Every other day has a theme. Today's theme is Motivation Monday. Like I said, we're going to talk about VEDA today and vlogging and the power of vlogging and why you should vlog. And today I have a special guest, my friend Natalie Middler. What's up, Nat?
Not too much. It's kind of been a crazy week already, and I'm booked solid, but I'm loving it.
Booked solid. Love that. Thank you for being with me here today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, I think it's going to be super, super fun. So like I said, we're talking about VEDA. Why don't you let the peeps know, the lab rats know, what VEDA is all about, why they should why it should even be on their radar. And maybe share your story about your VEDA experience last year and how we met.
Oh, okay. So, well, as you stated, VEDA is vlog every day in August or April. In this case, it's April.
Yep.
And we met last VEDA in August.
That was cool.
What brought me to VEDA was I was contemplating creating video for my content for the year 2015. A friend of mine turned me on to Savvy Sexy Social's Amy Schmittauer. Who was running. I know. I love saying that last name.
Schmittauer.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So she turned me on to Amy and was like, hey, you should get down on this, see if it's actually a thing, decide if it's something that you want to do.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, well, that seems pretty easy. And I looked at the questions, and they were very much like 2-second question and answer. So I wasn't really digging that. But I made all 30 videos all throughout August and got to meet you and Chris and Ashley and a few other people who I now consider like my VEDA crew.
VEDA crew.
So yeah, exactly. Right. And that's how I got started. 2015 I launched. I now have videos on my site and on my channel, which is amazing.
Very nice.
So for me, VEDA helped tremendously.
Yeah.
Because now I can actually talk in front of a camera and not feel like a total noob.
That is the biggest pull for me. Yeah, definitely. Like that's when I found my voice and being a lot more comfortable on camera. I started making video like, I don't know, a year and a half ago, and it was so stiff. It was so like hard for me, and I really wanted to say good things, but they weren't coming out the way I wanted them to. And definitely VEDA moved me into that, and it showed me how like big of a community there is out there, and even like right outside
YouTube is huge.
It was so cool to be able to meet up right after and kind of make those hand-to-hand contacts and be more human about it. It was me, you. Some people couldn't make it, and that was too bad, but the fact that we took it from the computer to an actual like local pub, within our city was really amazing. It was so fun. And I was nervous too, because I was like, oh, wow, we get to meet the people that you've only been seeing through a screen. And it was super fun.
Yeah, and what's so crazy about it is you saw them every day for an entire month.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we got to be really good friends without actually ever meeting in real life.
Right.
And I think it's cool now that we still do, we do Google Hangouts.
Yeah.
We, it's like we hang out as if we're friends, even though it's on the internet.
We're friends.
Well, yeah, but it's like, it's not a traditional friendship where you meet.
It's true.
In person and then go online.
But that's how things are changing, right? And it's
very much.
It's so cool because I kind of see this kind of cycle where we have this, the millennials are quote unquote disconnected. But actually what I see happening is like with things like Meerkat. What's up, Meerkat peeps? We've got 6 people watching, Nat. And,
nice. Hello, people.
Yeah, I'll tag you up. We got to give a shout out to Amy Schmittauer. The whole reason why we're doing this is because she was thinking about hosting, and then that got us talking about that got Ashley, our friend who was with us in the beginning of this project but kind of dropped off. She handed over the project to us, which is just hosting VEDA. we have to give a shout out to them, because we wouldn't be here having this conversation and engaging with these people on Meerkat without all of that. And I love this kind of chain of events, how it becomes, it started off kind of disconnected. Yeah. You have YouTube videos and you go, ooh, maybe let me look at that. And then it kind of comes into local again, how we met up at the end of VEDA. And it's a nice little cycle. And so I really don't think millennials are disconnected. And in fact, I think we're even more connected. We're even more on our radar about being connected, and most of us are.
I think the way that like our parents and our grandparents' generations look at it is they see it as when you walk into a room and you see people actually having a conversation, that they're connecting. Like there's a visual aspect to it. Whereas they see us as millennials like tied to our phones like a ball and chain, and they're like, how is that freedom? How is that connectedness? But in reality, we're chatting with like 5 people as if we were in a cocktail room all day long.
Exactly.
So it's a very, very different connectedness.
It is. It's a different level. They see it only on a surface level, and I love that we have so many levels to being connected to each other. And like I'm in love with Meerkat right now. Hey, what's up, guys? We have now eight people. 6 people.
So okay, what are you so in love with? Because I've heard about it.
Yeah.
I've think about like, kind of getting into it.
Yeah.
But I'm like one of those people that's like, oh, let's try it out. Let's see. I mean, like there's a new app for things every single day.
Yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous.
It is. But what drew me to Meerkat was I'm a big fan of Gary Vaynerchuk. You know that.
Right.
And so I consume everything. I'm such a fangirl about it. And the fact that last night while I was playing Far Cry, shout out to the gamers, I was playing Far Cry and I saw my phone pinged me that Gary was now live streaming from New York behind the scenes, whatever. I was like, okay, cool. Clicked on it. And then I get to see another level, another layer of this content creator who I love and follow. And then there was another time where he was like waiting in an airport in LA. He was in LA. And since I'm in Orange County, that made me all like giddy. Oh, what you doing in LA? And then I click on his stream and he's like, hey, what's up, people? Just saying hey to people. Just the fact that somebody that you follow and really admire said hey to you. And I commented and I said, hey, Gary, what's up, man? And then he goes, hey, Megan. And I was like, all giddy because I mean, there's that connection. There's an instant connection that can happen within Meerkat. And I love that. And so
for me, that's the same thing as like when somebody tweets me.
Yeah.
Like you go, like freak out.
Yeah. And you know what? I love that Gary always tweets me back, always tags it up. Like on Instagram, if I heart it and if I say something, he always responds back. And the fact that somebody, in your mind who's this level, right, is talking back to you and returning, the favor, basically. I appreciate that, because I'm a content creator too. And so we all, like you said, we're all fangirls and fanboys at some point, at some level. And so I love that this app really is in touch with that thing, that connection, right? So it always gets me kind of excited. So I really love Meerkat. I didn't think I would love it this much, but whenever I can stream something, I do it. And just play with it, Nat. Like play with it. And see who's watching. Because you know what's really great, too? This morning, I was in a slump. And I was like, I have so much shit to do today. And then I was like, let me start a Meerkat stream just because and talk about my goals for today. Because I do have a lot to do. And when I did that and somebody started watching and then another person watched and then another person watched, it was like, oh, stand up straight. Is my hair done? It made me more aware of like, being present and waking up. And so I love that it made me more productive in that moment. And it often does just make you be a little bit more on your game because now you know that you have an audience and it's live.
Right. You have something to live up to. You gotta walk your talk.
Right. And like you can't fuck it up because you're live. And even if you do, that's okay. And there's a totally different dynamic between hitting record on your camera and you're by yourself in your room versus hitting record on Meerkat and they're watching you. They're like, okay, what do you have to say? I'm like, oh shit. So it's awesome that it's a great like accountability factor kind of thing.
Well, I'm glad that VEDA is not that stressful.
It's not stressful. Well, if you just kind of bring it like you have fun, and that's a big thing I want to bring up too. Like VEDA is fun.
Oh yeah, completely. It's all about
Yeah.
connecting,
Yeah.
growing, everything.
What kind of when you were going through VEDA, what was the most fun about it? What was the most fun?
I think the most fun was watching other people's videos
Yeah.
and like interacting through the videos.
Yeah, yeah.
So there was times where I, in my videos, talked about other people and other people talked about me. Like that was kind of crazy for me because like, yeah, it's cool to have like a Twitter conversation or to have, you know, whatever kind of conversation.
Yeah.
But once you have it in video and it's up on YouTube, it's there forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of like everybody kind of knows what conversation you're having.
Yeah.
Whereas if you go through like the depths of Twitter, maybe you'll find it, maybe. Whereas if it's on YouTube, it's totally searchable.
Right.
Other people are watching it and seeing this conversation live.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that was really cool for me because it was a whole nother level of interaction.
Yes.
That I had never gotten out of any other platform before ever.
Right. It's like
and I think the only thing
comments.
that comes close is like Facebook comments, where you can go back and through and track. But
Facebook is
so
so
that was
dead for
amazing.
me now. Ugh.
Are you?
Did you see?
I love Facebook.
Yeah. Did you see
as
a dip?
What was that?
Did you see a dip in your like Facebook engagement?
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
So, when I had my old business, which I just pushed over into a new business because now it's personal branded instead of being its own entity.
Yeah.
With that Facebook page, there was things that you can do, and if you boost certain posts, it ended up making it financially sound for me.
So you're doing yeah, we just started doing like Facebook ads and stuff like that.
Oh, I love Facebook ads. I love Facebook ads.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. They have grown my business. They've grown my list 1,000,000 times over.
Really? Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, if you do it right, like there's a learning curve.
Okay.
The first like 10 ads you do, you're going to feel like you're an idiot. It's okay.
Hey, you
Just
know what? We
accept
should have
it.
you on to kind of, disperse your knowledge about the Facebook ads because I feel really behind on it.
Well, the thing that I love about Facebook is the analytics.
Yeah. I
You
like the
can't get
analytics.
that kind of analytics from like LinkedIn or Google or Twitter ads.
It's pretty expansive. Yeah.
Yeah, and they track everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I feel like I could know my audience what they had for breakfast yesterday
Holy
if I
crap.
wanted to. It's crazy pants. And some of the one of the things that we talk about on that is my co-host Amanda and I
Yeah.
talk about on our podcast
Yeah.
is we were talking about, figuring out who your customer is. And this is one of the greatest resources I've ever had.
What's that?
Is the Facebook analytics behind ads. Is
Yeah,
I
you
know
gotta- you
exactly
gotta measure.
who my customer is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What gets
Because
measured
they
gets
give you
measured.
analytics on everything. Like on my old business, I knew that they liked to shop at Loft. I know that they liked a cooking show called Pioneer Woman.
Wow.
So it was really funny for me because I could write a blog about Pioneer Woman and all of my raving fans would be like, oh my God, she's so great. And I would get crazy engagement because I mentioned something they liked. I mean, think
Oh,
about it. If Gary
man.
Vaynerchuk
That's so
mentioned something that you absolutely loved,
Yeah.
you would become like epic fangirl, like hot mess right then. I mean, that's what you do. And if
Dude,
you're a
that's
content creator and
true.
you leverage that, you're like unstoppable.
Smart girl. Yeah, that's super
I know.
smart.
I'm evil. I'm
You're
evil.
so smart. I love that. Like there's just so much that I haven't learned or I haven't been exposed to, which is I love these kind of collabs and we should do them more often. Like I don't know, Nat. I don't know if you feel that we're kind of bad at it, like keeping in touch with each other. But we're gonna work on it and be more in touch.
Yes.
I'm gonna be more adamant about keeping in touch because like I'll start something and then like I won't follow through.
I think this whole VEDA thing is going to be amazing for us.
I think it's gonna be cool. Yeah.
And then because you and I, okay, so for everybody who doesn't know, Amanda and I, my co-host and I live.
Yeah.
She lives in Lancaster and I live here.
She lives in Lancaster.
And yeah, she lives far away.
Dude, I'm
but
from
you and
Palmdale.
I live like 10 minutes away.
Wow.
So if I can drive to Lancaster to go record a podcast, I think I can go to the other side of town.
Holy crap. you do it. Well, dang, girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. So we're coming up on time. Let's let people know how they can participate in VEDA.
Yeah.
And how we're hosting it and stuff like that.
Okay. So we have a sign-up sheet
Yes, we
through
do.
Google Docs
Yes.
where you can link up your YouTube page.
Maybe I'll
and
link it
your
up here.
name and all that fun stuff. I think, are we going to do Twitter handle as well?
Yeah, let's do
think
Twitter
that's
handle
what
hashtag B2C VEDA, right? And let people know what
and
B2C
that
stands for.
because we haven't said it about it
Yeah.
all the time,
We just
is
talked about it.
beginner. So if you feel like a total noob sauce, this is for you.
Noob sauce.
To creator. So we're going to take you through being amazeballs.
Yes.
Because, I mean, that's how I learned was
Yes.
through VEDA.
Yeah, that's how I learned too. I was like,
yeah.
There's an incredible power behind video and what you can do with video, and starting off vlogging
Absolutely.
is a great way to kind of develop your voice. So people kind of think like, why should I vlog about my day? Why should I even do that? Well, it gets you warmed up, okay? It's not like you're going to monetize these videos, but it's a learning experience for you to kind of get in the lab, work on your shit, and hone your craft as a content creator delivering in video, in forms of video. And it's really expanded our reach in our business as far as just creating video for people to watch. So I have a sign up page on my site. Nat, you have a sign up page on your site. We're both going to
Actually, I was going to feed everybody to you.
Oh.
So
well,
that way then we just have one spot where you can check it and be good with it.
okay, that's cool with me. And we'll link it up. You can find more about Natalie and what she does. Nat, you want to promote something real quick, right?
Oh, yeah. I have my first product is launching, I believe it's going to be next week. It's called the About Page Formula, and it's all about getting to know you, humanizing your brand, and getting you to write your site.
Oh, I'm all about that. Humanizing your brand. Oh, that's a nice keyword. All right, guys. So VEDA, if you want to participate, it's going to be a lot of fun. What happens is we create topics for you as well. We have a calendar of topics that you can go look at. Right now, I don't think it's fully complete, Nat. I think you got to fill out your side of the
I'm
calendar.
working on it. The last couple days, I'm having a brain fart, so to speak.
Just pummel through it, girl. And then you answer these questions in the form of a video, and you post it every day. It is a challenge, but it's a lot of fun. You get to meet new people, make new friends, build your network. Good things happen with VEDA. So I hope to see you guys there. And I'll put that link in the description. And this video is actually getting posted on a Monday. So people that are watching on Meerkat, look out for that on Monday. And maybe I'll attach the tweet to that. I don't know. I'll figure it out because I'm, old and stuff. I'll figure it out.
Hey, it's
Sorry.
all good. It's all good.
All right. So thanks so much, guys, for hanging out with us. Meerkat peeps, thanks for hanging out. Natalie, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Popped your cherry over here.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So you find all of the important stuff in the description. Like this video if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this. Once again, my name is Megan. Nat.
And this is Natalie Jean.
And we'll see you next time here on the Lab Rat Dailies. Peace out. All right, cool. That was good. I'll cut it now.